So I was using the MX Performance mouse for quite some time. Actually made a video about it not too long ago. I started having trouble with it, and not too long later, they announced the MX Master Mouse. And man, I really do like this mouse. But is it actually worth the $100 price point? I guess that's what we're gonna find out. So let's take a quick tour around the bottom of this mouse. So you see you have the MX Bluetooth symbol, the switch right there. You also have your connected button. You have your sensor, which pretty much you can use it on almost any surface. I haven't came across a surface where I wasn't able to use it. Then you have your 1, 2, 3 button, and that is for toggling between 3 different machines, which is what makes this mouse, I don't know, I haven't seen another mouse that's done that. You guys can correct me in the comments down below, but that's one of my favorite features. Now we also run into that famous scroll wheel that Logitech has been famous for, and again, another great feature that they carried over from the Performance mouse. And this time it's not as loose where the top button you press to stop it, it just stops on its own. If you spin it, it'll spin for a couple seconds and then it'll slow down and kind of lock. So now that brings us to the front of the mouse, where you have your USB port for charging. One of the great features about this is you're still able to use the mouse while charging. Yes, it is a wireless Bluetooth mouse, but if you do run into a situation, which you shouldn't, because Logitech is known for making mouse that just lasts and lasts and lasts. But if you do run into that situation, you can still use it while charging, which is a hell of a option to be able to still have that ability to do. So with that out of the way, let's swing to the left side of the mouse, and you have 4 buttons. You have your thumb rest button, all customizable. You have your back and forward button, those are defaults, and you have your side scrolling. So if you're going to be using this mouse editing or just browsing the web and the pages, you can move from left to right. I mean, it really is one of my favorite features to have on this mouse. So this is where I was saying you had that really cool feature where you can toggle between 2 different devices. On my left I have a Mac, and on the right I have a Windows computer. So you can see I have access to using both. Not at the same time. All you have to do is toggle between the 2, is press that button. So my Mac, I have it set to 1, and my PC, I have it set to 2. And I would have an extra 3rd one if I had a 3rd machine to actually run. But that is by far one of the coolest features of this mouse. So with all that being said, what does that mean for you and me? How does this mouse compare to other mouses? Well, for me, this is by far the best mouse I've used. I've heard other people say that, but does that mean you should spend $100? I think if Logitech figure out a way to get this $20, even $30 cheaper, get it around more of the 60, I say 70 tops, then I say go ahead and jump on it, because the mouse is that great. The features that you can use are amazing, and just the build quality it speaks for itself. So if you're in the market for looking for a mouse and you don't mind spending that $99 price point, then go ahead. This is a great mouse. You will not be disappointed. You can use this on Mac, and as you've seen, you can use this on Windows. So my conclusion is, if you can afford the $100, yeah, go ahead. But if you can't, there are other mice out there that do just as good as job. So guys, hope you guys like this. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. Till next time, guys, see you around.